Thank you for watching Highway 34 Connection. Today's podcast will begin shortly.
Your co-hosts are Chief streaming from Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, along with Insidious streaming on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and the Ghost from Ghost MAF streaming on Twitch. Welcome to Highway 34 Connection, the pod. The following podcasts are for mature audiences only, unscripted, unfiltered, and unedited as always. Pro Wrestling Talk, where we will sit down and we will discuss the world of professional wrestling. Conspiracy theories. Have a conspiracy you want us to talk about? Email us at highway34@gmail.com. Highway 34's History Lesson of the Week for World History. Talking Football, where we'll discuss the National Football League, the XFL, and the USFL. And the Honest 50, where the Chief will sit down with a guest and ask 50 questions, 25 from the Chief, 25 from their community. The Battle of Highway 34, the Trivia Show. Watch and listen as Ghost battles Insidious, or they battle the Chief. It is now time for your main event. Let's freaking go. Okay, you there?
Yep. I'm just trying to set stuff up here. All right. I think that's good. All right. I think that's good. Boy, we're echoing.
Done with these technical difficulties, hopefully. So have you Smackdown at all so you can see what's going on with the draft?
No, but you've been keeping me posted.
Have you keep an eye on the WWE?
With what you posted,
Some.
yeah.
I haven't told you all. Let's run through it real quick. Okay. Switch over. All right, you there?
Yes.
2 seconds here. All right, can you say something?
Yes.
Okay. Had to disconnect from the Wi-Fi because I couldn't hear you. All right. So, night one was on SmackDown. In the first round, SmackDown selected the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns along with his cousin Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman, while Raw selected Cody Rhodes. Those were the first picks for Raw and SmackDown, which I kind of figured it was going to be that way. Now this I didn't see coming. SmackDown's second pick in the first round was Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, while Raw selected Becky Lynch. The second round saw SmackDown selecting the Street Profits, which is a no-brainer because one of them is married to Bianca. Raw then selected the Intercontinental Champion Gunther along with the rest of Imperium. SmackDown then picked WWE Hall of Famer Edge, while Matt Riddle was selected to stay on Raw.
Hi, cutie. I hope you're having a great day.
The heck are you watching? Round 3 saw SmackDown select Bobby Lashley. Raw selected Drew McIntyre. SmackDown then picked the entire OC. Raw selected The Miz round 4. SmackDown took Damage Control, while Raw took Shinsei Nakamura. SmackDown then took the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, while Raw would take the NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell. Now, these I did not message you about, Insidious, if you're paying attention.
I'm listening.
On the SmackDown Lowdown, which aired on Peacock after SmackDown ended, Raw drafted Eric, Ivar, and Valhalla, the Viking Raiders, Dexter Lumis, Candice LeRae, Mace, Mansoor, Maxine Dupree, the Male Maximum Models, NXT's Zoe Stark, JD McDonough, Paula Cruz, along with Natalia, Sonya Deville, and Chelsea Green, while SmackDown took Hit Rose, Top Dollar, Ashante the Adonis, B-Fab, and Lacey Evans. WWE is currently saying that Mustafa Ali, Omos, MVP, and Dolph Ziggler are all free agents who can sign anywhere they want. Owens and Zayn defeated the Usos in a WrestleMania rematch for the titles. It's unclear if Styles is medically cleared, because when a brawl between the OC and the Viking Raiders took place, AJ sat on top of one of the ropes and never took a hit.
Why?
He's been suffering from an injury, and that's why we haven't seen him in so long. So on SmackDown, we saw the King of Kings, Triple H, kick off SmackDown with the first round. The second round, RVD and... oh my God. My mind just went blank. Another Hall of Famer. I can't think of a name right now. My mind's...
I do have a question for you.
Huh.
What did you think of the dig that he took at Roman?
Who?
Triple H.
I really...
when he did the new champion reveal, that dig he took at him?
Yeah.
How he said, at first, he was praising him until he said, but we need a champion that's going to fight all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that went from a respectful to disrespect.
I think they're trying to set up for a Triple H Roman match, which it ain't going to happen.
No, he just retired.
Yeah. Because of his health issues.
And Stephanie will kill him. He won't have to worry about Roman.
Well, Stephanie has nothing to do with WWE anymore, so...
As his wife, she does.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
So it's going to be interesting where Rollins goes. Since Becky's on Raw, I'm assuming he'll stay on Raw.
Well, they're not exactly left yet. So, I mean, the draft ended completely, or they still...
No, it continues tomorrow on Raw.
So, yeah, see, we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
And I love how they did it right around the time the NFL draft came back, too. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was done purposely.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. You know.
Hmm. I do know Tuesday there's going to be an NXT Women's Tag Team Title match. Since the champs were drafted to SmackDown, I see them losing the titles.
Right.
Don't mind me, I'm dealing with a cold / neck issues since Friday, so don't mind me. Impact Wrestling put out on their social media.
Downstairs. I'm busy.
I'm going to drink.
Impact Wrestling put on social media that this coming Thursday, Trinity Vatu will be in the middle of the ring with a live microphone. As the wife of Jimmy Uso has signed a contract with Impact Wrestling.
Who has?
Trinity Vatu, the wife of Jimmy Uso.
Then it's a matter of time that we see Jimmy probably leave. Is that what you're thinking too?
Mm-mm. No. Come on, load. So the NXT Tag Team title match, the champions Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are scheduled to defend the titles against the team they beat for the titles. Or no, not the team they beat. The longest reigning tag team champions in NXT history, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. What I'm hoping they'll win and then get drafted. But so that's going to be interesting. So currently Bianca's the Raw Women's Champion, and SmackDown's Women's Champion, who's a member of Raw, Rhea Ripley, is scheduled to face Selena Vega at Backlash, and all the rosters are frozen as of the end of Backlash. Once the end of Backlash is happening, you're on your brand that you were drafted or signed to. So I see either the Judgment Day in its entirety or Rhea herself getting drafted to SmackDown, or they will do the unthinkable and have Selena defeat her for the title. And then tell Bianca you're not the SmackDown champ because you're the Raw champ. Because they were trying to call Bianca the SmackDown champion on SmackDown. How can she be the SmackDown champion when she's not defending it?
Which one?
Bianca.
I don't know what they're doing with Bianca.
Unless they have Rhea retain the title and then they do a championship flip like they did with the tag team titles.
Puppy! Puppy! Puppy!
Upstairs,
Puppy,
Isaac.
Nino!
Real life, folks.
Puppy, Nino!
I will be right back.
Yeah.
Puppy, Nino! Puppy! Nino!
It's kind of hard to hear.
Puppy!
There, I'll mute your mic for a little bit and see. Get that tanker, bro. So we're going to talk about WrestleMania Backlash. Give me just a minute here. Pull it up on my computer. All right, grab my glasses here. This WrestleMania Backlash will take place from San Juan, Puerto Rico, this coming Saturday while I'm out of town. The matches slated for this week are a 8-person tag. I lied. 6-person tag match. The Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos with Paul Heyman versus Owens, Riddle, and Zayn. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Rhea Ripley versus Selena Vega for the SmackDown Women's title. A single match. And I have no clue why this match was even booked. Omos versus Iowa's own Seth freaking Rollins. A triple threat match for the United States title. Theory, Lashley, and Bronson Reed. With Lashley being drafted to SmackDown. And so far, the rest of the way being drafted to Raw, I see Theory losing the title. Bianca Belair and Io Sky are scheduled to face for the Raw Women's Championship Saturday. They both have been drafted to SmackDown. So it's only going to make sense is if Rhea stays on Raw, defeats Selena, and then Rhea and whoever walks out as SmackDown Raw Women's Champion switch the titles. And then a San Juan street fight, Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny. Are the matches for that. When Insidious gets back, we'll discuss how we think this is going to go. Double or Nothing. And then we'll also discuss All Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing event. That is on May 28th. As of right now, there's only one match scheduled for that, and that's for the AEW World Championship. As of right now, it's MJF versus Sammy Guevara, but that could change this Thursday on Dynamite if Guevara and MJF lose their tag team match. And so right now we're just waiting on him to get back. While we're waiting, I'm going to eat my sandwich here. And all of you that are watching, if you want another person to watch on Twitch, Camel Girl 39, go check her out. Here soon, Camel Girl will be joining me and Insidious on Call of Duty. That is my wife. Wait, what's this? Okay. Give me just a second. Watching an ad. Apparently, I must not watch NXT Sting Spring Breaking that closely. Give me just a second. Watching an ad. Okay. Welcome back.
Oh shit! What?
All right, pop it up one more thing for us to discuss. Give me 1 second here. And I know your crazy work schedule. It's been
Yeah, it's been difficult here lately, and it ain't really that. It's just me.
Not being able to go to bed. We're going to start with Impact Wrestling, the 2 matches they have announced for their Under Siege event. That'll take place in London, Ontario, Canada on May 26th. New Impact World Champion Steve Macklin and his wife will both be defending their respective championships in singles matches. Steve Macklin will face Perfect Creation 1, aka PCO, for the world title. Steve Macklin or PCO, who do you think is going to walk out of that match as champion?
I hope a lot. Probably not CPO.
Yeah, I don't see Macklin losing anytime soon.
Next
Honestly,
two.
what I see happening is Macklin holding on to the title until Josh Alexander returns from his career-threatening injury, and then Josh beating him for it.
Right.
Deonna Purrazzo, Steve Macklin's wife, will battle Jordynne Grace in a last chance match for the Impact Knockouts World title. If Deonna Purrazzo defeats Jordynne Grace and Jordynne Grace does not become Impact Women's World Champion, she cannot challenge for the title as long as Deonna Purrazzo is champion. Reports: Jordynne Grace's contract with Impact is coming to an end. So I see Deonna Purrazzo also retaining in that match. What's your thoughts?
I agree.
So far, the only match announced for All Elite Wrestling's Double or Nothing, Sunday, May 28th, live from Paradise, Nevada. As of right now, it's slated to be a one-on-one match for the AEW World Title. However, if MJF and Sammy Guevara are in a losing effort this Wednesday to Darby Allin and Jungle Boy Jack Perry, it will then become a fatal four-way. So if Guevara and MJF retain, it stays MJF versus Sammy Guevara. Guevara received a blank check from MJF, and he told him to put whatever amount on it, and Sammy Guevara would willingly lay down in that match for the title. I don't see that having place. Guevara, MJF, if it stays a single match, I'm a fan of Guevara, but I see MJF retaining. If it becomes a fatal four-way, I see MJF still retaining.
I don't care much for MGF, and I don't think he should have the title anyways. That's just my opinion.
Well, I've watched MJF ever since he was on a YouTube wrestling show that I watched, and he's always been an arrogant prick.
Yeah, but you gotta give someone the crowd's behind. That's WWE's biggest thing, is it's what the crowd wants. And here lately, I've been agreeing with them a lot. The crowd's behind Roman, but I still think they're letting Sammy's newfound stuff go to waste. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And since you brought up the Bloodline and Sami Zayn, Backlash this coming Saturday, live from San Juan, Puerto Rico. The 6-person tag match. The Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, Jay, and Jimmy Uso, with Heyman at ringside, face Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. What do you think is going to happen?
Same as it always does. They're going to squash Sammy and everyone else to make the Bloodline strong.
The one thing I didn't tell you about SmackDown, and this might change your opinion, is that Heyman told the Usos they had to win the tag team titles, or else, pretty much. So you think the Bloodline's still going to win? Or do you think Heyman and Solo will walk off on the Usos?
Oh, they'll win. They'll win because they have to keep everybody interested.
Because right now, the Usos were not drafted with Solo, Reigns, and Heyman. I guess the way I look at it, tomorrow during Raw, if the Usos are drafted to Raw, I see Solo and Heyman walking out on the Usos. When this match was booked, I was like, there's no reason behind it. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
There is no reason behind it.
So who do you think's going to win? You think they're going to let Brock take an L, or do you think Cody's reign as trying to become champion is done and one and done?
For some reason, I don't know where this feud's going, and I don't like it.
Well, I'm just going to say this. If Brock is drafted to SmackDown like I hope he's going to be, I honestly do think it would be funny as if Heyman somehow manages to get an undisputed tag team title shot, get two individuals agree to team up, and then they smash Zayn and Owens. I think it would be absolutely hilarious after the feud that they've had. I think it'd be hilarious if Brock and Roman won the tag titles. Do I see WWE doing that? No, but it would be hilarious.
We've seen weirder stuff happen, brother.
Yeah. Heck, we've seen a child win a tag team title with Braun at WrestleMania. SmackDown Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Selena Vega. Your thoughts?
I don't have any thoughts.
Do you think Rhea's going to win, or do you think Selena will do the impossible?
Oh, they're not going to let Rhea lose it yet.
Yeah, while you were gone, you probably didn't hear me say this, but I'm a fan of Selena's, but I don't see Ripley losing, just like I don't see Bianca losing her match. I see the two of them having to flip-flop the titles because the Judgment Day stays on Raw. Or Judgment Day or Rhea herself goes to SmackDown and they strip Bianca of the Raw title.
Well, to my understanding is they're just going to make them swap titles.
Yeah, which means neither one of them will lose. This other match makes no fucking sense. When it was revealed on WWE social media page, the WWE Universe went into an upshit roar. Why? Why is this match happening? There's no sense. There's not a storyline. There was no rivalry. No build up for the match. Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos.
I agree. That is one stupid ass thing.
You know this. I am a fan of Rollins, not just because we're both from Iowa, just because some of the shit he can do. Unless they're going to print a new shirt that says "I slayed the giant," Omos is going to win, or Omos will get disqualified because of MVP. Also mentioned while you were gone, United States Triple Threat: Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed. As of now, the IC title is on Raw after Saturday. Lashley is on SmackDown. If they're flip-flopping the US and IC titles like they do every other draft, Austin Theory will either A, get drafted to SmackDown, or B, we will crown a new almighty United States champion. Or Bronson Reed could be drafted to SmackDown and win the title Saturday. But I don't see Theory leaving Raw. Not when you have Dexter, Candace, and Indy all drafted to Raw, and then Johnny, he's out nursing an injury, so he could get drafted, or he could be a free agent and signed to Raw. Because I've heard rumors they're rebuilding the way. If that's the case, Theory would have to lose and eventually turn face. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, a San Juan street fight.
Or we could just have them all heal.
I don't see it happening, but it could. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, San Juan street fight.
Like, what's really the point in that?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the same thing. Unless people come to Bad Bunny's aid, he's gonna get his ass handed to him.
I don't know why the hell they even resigned him, in my opinion.
To get that Latin crowd to watch WWE.
He had one stint, and they squashed him. They brought him back to. They're gonna squish him again. So they wanted a Latin crowd, but when was the last time they were ever in Latin America?
Yeah, right.
Next, we're gonna go after the transgender community.
I fucking hope not. That'll put them out of business. Kind of like it's currently doing to another company.
Yeah, the women's NBA.
I'm gonna do this sponsor ad real quick.
We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
That's right. The official sponsor of Highway 34 Connection, the podcast, is W Energy, a clean energy to help you be better. W Energy. Try it today. Hey, it's the Chief from Highway 34 Connection and Chief_streaming. Check out officialchief34merch.com for all your merch for Highway 34 Connection and Chief Streaming.
If you're interested in buying merch from Insidious_streaming, stop by my spread shop where you can find everything you want and need. Thank you and have a good day.
Now back to your live podcasting here at Highway 34 Connection.
It's not in that video, but we also want to shout out to other sponsors that we have. Chief Streaming on Twitch is also sponsored by Raise Energy. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. And then Insidious, you have another one that we're sponsored by.
Swift Energy.
Yep, we're sponsored by a whole bunch of energy companies, it seems like.
So if you're interested in getting anything from Swift Energy, type in Insidious5. That's the promo code to get money off.
And Raise Energy, if you want it through them, it's code TCC. TCC. I got to update the code for a W, unfortunately. That's not. Oh. I'm currently the official Chief34merch.com site. There's currently a deal from now until New Year's Day. I'll play that video so you guys can get the code and everything from it. If you join the Discord, which you can go to my link tree at Chief_streaming, and that's how you can get the link for the Discord. There is a Discord deal that I will be putting up in the Discord here later today. And talk about every company on our little layout here except for one. So except for a couple. Give me 1 second here.
Don't worry, we're not drinking no Bud Light in this house.
Okay, so apparently the New Japan site is currently down, so I can't talk to you about anything New Japan. But I can tell you that Mercedes Moné was in the crowd during the taping of the latest Impact Wrestling to give Trinity a show of support. And I will be streaming on Call of Duty here probably in a half an hour. I'm going to try to see if Insidious wants to join me, but with him having to work tomorrow, he might want to get some more sleep. Or are you up for the night?
I work at 10 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, okay. By the way, nice hat. Where can they get that at?
Dick. Where was this? Oh yeah, anything's personal. Anything personalized at Insidious Streaming.com. You made me think for a minute.
I know I did.
Dickhead. Wait a minute, you already had those on here on the link tree. They could have just went to the link tree. And where can you find my cigarettes? That's easy. At a gas station near you.
Oh God. If you go to that link tree, it'll take you to our individual link trees for Chief Ghost and Insidious.
And if you're interested in a ghost shirt, we have one that says Daddy Ghost. But those are on special request only. So make sure you email the chief for those ones.
You're going to make me end up creating one of them.
Hey, I said by request only. Sorry, I'm going to make one that says Daddy Insidious. But you know what I wanted to do, though?
Go ahead before I run this deal for my site.
I wanted to, I wish I could find a way to my Black Ops 2 account because I want to take all my kills from all the games that we played and put them all on one shirt.
I could see you doing that.
And then put Daddy Insidious on the front of it.
All right, for those of you that don't know, I am married, and with me being married, I have 4 stepchildren and my own biological daughter. Well, getting married made me a grandfather as well. So there's going to be a shirt coming to my site that says
Hello,
Papa
Poppy.
That says Papa Chief.
Poppy sounds so much better. Hello, Poppy. Hi, I'm Insidious. Thanks for watching this podcast.
This is the Ghost, and thank you for watching our podcast.
And I am the Chief. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.
No ending? No nothing?
I did not hit that.
Well, I didn't hit it.
Unless I bumped it.
You had to have bumped it.
I had to have. My computer's been acting
Sure.
That's
Blame it on
all
the
here. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
non-wrestling related.
Do I dare ask what related?
Put it over to.
Actually, I know I'm not a host of Talking Football, but I want your thoughts on the NFL draft so far.
You don't want my thoughts on the draft. No, you don't.
Well, I already switched our overlay to Talking Football, so go ahead.
Oh, fuck. I mean, there was some good stuff on there already from what I've seen, though. I
I
mean,
can message Ghost and get him in here if you want me to. But we'll be here for another 3 or 4 hours.
yeah, we're not doing that. So, as far as the draft, I mean, there were some good choices. Dallas picked out a DB, so defensive back, so we needed. I mean, I thought there were some good picks, but let's be honest. Who really is here for the draft when the trade that just happened with Green Bay and the Jets? I mean, how smart was Green Bay? Really? Did anybody else see what they did?
Besides the fact they've traded their
QB1?
yeah.
No, that ain't why they're smart. They signed him and made him the highest paid quarterback before that deal happened. And then took the trade with the Jets. And guess who has to honor that?
Mm-hmm.
The Jets have to honor that. So, yeah, they have to pay him for the 1 year that they agreed to. Green Bay does, but they have to pork up the rest of that money. And you know how much stock the freaking Jets just got out of that deal? Their stock just increased by a lot.
Did you see the deal that Ghost or the trade that Ghost messaged us about?
2-6. Did he send that up today?
Yeah, it was in the random chat with all the guys. Russell Wilson trade.
So the Broncos and Seahawks trade for Russell Wilson. Broncos got Russell Wilson. And the 2022 fourth, Seahawks got Charles Cross, Devin Witherspoon, Boy Maffei, Derek Hall, Tyreek Smith, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, and Drew Lock.
Mm-hmm.
So the Broncos traded all these players for 2 players and a fourth round pick.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I don't think Russell was worth that.
Yeah, whatever. Now he's going to say that.
Hmm.
Michael. That's because McVay got what he wanted. The whole year he blamed Matthew Stafford. I'm like, no, you can't blame Matthew Stafford. He let all your players go. He let go of OBJ, had a chance of getting him cheaper, but released him. You had Von Miller, you let him go. You lost a lot of your freaking team that helped you go to the Super Bowl, and then they weren't there because he didn't want to pay it. And you spent all your draft picks, so you didn't have anything to go to the draft with.
I'll be right there. All right. You're welcome. Bye. Oh, Dakota. Oh, Dakota. I gotta work.
Why?
The guy that is working, his pet, his mom just told him that it's about dead, and he's been attached to this pet for quite a while. He's got like pictures and everything.
Yeah, how you gonna get there?
I gotta have you take me.
I want to look outside and tell me how you're gonna get there.
Fine, I'll call mom.
I'm not laughing at you.
I am. So how late are you gonna be there?
Just a couple more hours.
Well, I'm gonna mute his mic while him and the wife discuss her having to go to work.
Sorry, Dakota. Is that what Shay thought?
Yeah.
Why the hell is she crying?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, Shay thought it was Dakota. I'm like, no.
Is there anything else you think we need to discuss?
No, not offhand.
Okay.
Have a nice walk. Because I bet you they're still at the bowling alley.
Sorry, I don't live closer.
It's okay.
Well, they might actually be doing something. It is 6:42.
Do you have a crazy way you want to end this like you normally do?
I don't have nothing smart ass to say today.
Not today?
Hello.
No,
Casey, check his forehead.
not today. Nothing I can come up with anyways offhand. But thank you for the 2 people watching. It's been a interesting day so far.
You can go check us out on Insidious_streaming and Chief_streaming on Twitch, which I believe we're both going to be going live with Call of Duty here probably the next 15 or so minutes.
Oh, I probably won't be now because I got to go upstairs. So there goes that for me. I am Insidious. Thanks for watching this podcast.
This is the Ghost, and thank you for watching our podcast.
And I am the Chief. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.